Hey, what's going on everybody? Airsoft Soldier here, coming to you today with a tutorial video. Now, I've had a request from a YouTube viewer of mine to do a gearbox tutorial, and I thought, why not? I'll do it right on the KWA that I'm working on right now, and go ahead and show them how to take the piston out, clean it, wipe everything down, and make sure everything's working properly. So what you're going to have to do is separate the top from the bottom, and of course take the battery connector off. And to start, we're going to take out the small little body pin here. We're going to have to remove the buffer tube along with the sling mount and take our pistol grip off. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, and a little bit of a word to the wise: do not lose this disc. All motors have this little disc separator. I'm pretty sure on all M4s, not too sure about AKs and all that stuff and G36s, but make sure you don't lose that, because you're going. And also, once you have everything taken out of your M4, whatever weapon you're using, make sure you put it in an area where you know where every single part is. You do not want to lose anything, because if you do, you are in trouble. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this this sexy KWA gearbox out of this. Alright, once we have our gearbox out, we're going to go ahead and flip it to the other side. And we're going to go ahead and take these Allen keys out. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, now once you have all the screws taken out, you're going to need a screwdriver to place in the back portion of the gearbox. As you can see, that doesn't fit, so I'll just use the other end. And you're going to need to force down on it. Okay, so now once you do that, go ahead and take out the last screw that I left in there that's holding the gearbox out, and just make sure this thing doesn't pop out on you. Alright, so go ahead and do it. Okay, once we have our gearbox open, you can see that there is still tension on the spring, so go ahead and put your screwdriver in there and let go on the spring. Alright, wow, this is the first time I'm opening this, and this thing has a lot of grease problems. Holy cow, check that out, man. And this is a KWA second generation gearbox. Wow, looking at this, I'm pretty impressed. This thing looks very heavily reinforced, as you can tell from the outside shell here. Look at that reinforcement, man. This thing is awesome. And one of the gears decided to stay in there, so I guess that's no biggie. And as you can see, these are ball bearing, freaking A, I forgot the name of them. Yeah, these are ball bearings for the gears, so that way you're not putting so much tension on the gearbox when you're stopping. Yeah, let's go ahead and change out that spring, and I'll show my YouTube viewer how to take the piston out. And just go ahead and take that spring guide off. Very nice reinforced spring guide, wow. And take this massive spring out. And here's the spring we're going to be replacing it with. It's a lot lighter spring, and I'm pretty sure it's an M120 spring. That way I can play on Saturday without being yelled at by Schwell. So you're welcome, Schwell. Alright, we can go ahead and twist these gears a little bit so we can get this piston out. And you're just going to want to slide that piston right out. There we go. Wow, look at that, man. Nice piston. Not much wear and tear on the piston. I'm really surprised. Wow, this thing is really heavily greased. Holy cow, man, that's dirty. Gonna go ahead and clean that off. And why not? We're just gonna have another look at this. But anyway, that's how you take out the piston. I know this is very informal. I'm just kind of mashing all this stuff together as I go. Not really. I know everything's not correct that I say, but just bear with me. This is very informal. I really don't feel like doing something very formal today because I kind of pressed on time. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this thing because it really needs to be clean. Add a little bit more grease to it, and I'll be all set for Saturday's game. So this has been the informal tutorial on how to take your gearbox out of your KWA M4A1 rifle and take out the piston for my YouTube viewer. Don't get a metal piston head, that's just stick with the polycarb, man. Alright, just all polycarb. But if your gearbox is LiPo ready, then you can go ahead and take the chance of getting a metal piston head. I wouldn't do it because that's just more money that you have to spend later on. But I'm gonna go ahead and install this nice little spring and be ready for Saturday's game. So hope you guys liked the video, and stay tuned for more videos to come later.